Well, your weather first forecast here as we head into the weekend. We still have some areas we're concerned about with the heat potential lingering into Saturday, mainly south of St. Louis. It is still a hot night. We've had a cluster of thunderstorms up here in the central portions of Illinois. That's staying to our northeast. We had a couple of cells pop up in and around the St. Louis area, but most of us did not have the benefit of seeing some cooling rains with that. We are watching this complex of showers and thunderstorms continuing to evolve and develop out across southern portions of Nebraska into parts of Kansas. That's an area definitely worth watching as we head through the overnight hours. If it can maintain along this front, which is trying to push in, we could see showers and thunderstorms arriving here as we head into Saturday morning. All right, so let's look at some historical heat facts here. Most of us remember 2012, okay? Temperatures well over 100 for the afternoon highs. But what you see with the heat index is we did not have the really high dew point temperatures like we've had this week around St. Louis. And so during that time back in 2012, yes, we had some pretty high temperatures, but the heat index values generally did not linger above 110 for several days in a row. And that's what's happened this go round. So since Sunday, our highest temperature actually occurred on Friday, a record high for the date, 104 degrees. That's the highest it's been out of the last 6 days. But that was the only record that fell for the high temperatures. Now, we did have 3 days with record warm low temperatures in the morning. And one of those happened to be Friday with a low of 83. But look at your heat index every day, running 114, 115, 116. These are some of the highest values you'll see around St. Louis. It usually doesn't get much hotter than that. And to do it for 6 days in a row beats out the longest consecutive streak where we had heat index values at or above 110 degrees for 6 or more days in a row. So overnight tonight, we're going to see those temperatures dropping back into the 70s, close to 80 degrees in town. As you look at the wheels spinning around St. Louis, the final day of big heat now going into the books, at least for St. Louis. Still quite warm overnight with temperatures dropping again only around 80 in town. The rain chance and cooler weather on Saturday, but cooler is in quotation marks. We're still going to be in the upper 80s, close to 90 degrees. So there's your record high today of 104. The old record in 1943 was 101 degrees. It would be nice to have a record low of 52. Wouldn't it be nice to even have an average low temperature of 68, 83? That's also going to end up in the record books. And something else today, this will be the highest maximum average temperature, the highest average temperature for the date in the book, because both the daytime high and the nighttime low are records. Well, there's no doubt about that. All right, going through the overnight hours, you know, most of the action staying to our north and northwest. We do think we'll probably speed things up a little bit from what we're seeing here on this particular radar guesstimation. The Futurecast trying to bring in some scattered showers Saturday morning. Odds are it's going to be a little more widespread and a little sooner as those showers and thunderstorms roll on in, and then they'll press through the area during the afternoon and into the evening and move on south of St. Louis. So still to the south of St. Louis, that includes Monroe County in Illinois and Jefferson County in Missouri, and points on to the south, you're still looking at the excessive heat warning on Saturday until we can break this heat for good. But the metro area and to the north, rest of the metro is in pretty good shape. And Sunday afternoon, 83, 84, 85. You know, our high temperatures are going to be very reasonable. The humidity levels are backing off. Drier air is coming in. We go back into the 60s for overnight lows. I don't know. I'm excited. I hope you are too. It's going to be pretty comfortable here heading into next week. Now, if you don't see any rain, and some of us are not going to see, you know, any rain tomorrow. Some places will stay completely dry. And if you don't get some decent rain tomorrow, the chances of getting it beyond Sunday next week, just looking pretty slim. Having said that, it's a pretty comfortable stretch for ending August and heading towards Labor Day.